Today I'm beginning a new series of videos where I'm going to study the transits of the outer planets, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, and the Trinity point, which is the midpoint of all three, as they go into a new Sabian symbol. We will see on this time scale, rather slow and largo in feeling, the dance that's going on behind everything, the dance of history, long-term cycles unfolding. Now, clearly, we're going through a major shift. We don't know quite how big. This doesn't shock us at this point because every time Pluto changes sign, as it did in 1914, 1939, and so on, there's a big deal going on. It wasn't always a war. It was on those two occasions when Pluto moved into Cancer and then into Leo. Both of those brought war, world wars. So when Pluto moves into Aquarius permanently very soon, it would not be surprising to historian astrologers to see a world war break out. But it doesn't have to be that way because in other examples, Pluto moving into Virgo and Libra, that brought other phenomena, powerful, but not necessarily war. And we're just on the eve of that. So I'll study today Pluto in the 30th degree of Capricorn. Now, in the 30th degree, that's in the last expression. There are 6 expressions for each zodiac sign. And this particular expression is called mastery. So Pluto, whose principle is evolution, stands for the evolution of mastery when it's in this 5-degree batch. So if we just tune into this energy for a moment, breathing in with that awareness, breathing out with that awareness, evolution of mastery, just tuning into the energy that we're discussing today. And this will set us up for a slow unfolding of wisdom about what's going on. I mean, obviously something's going on. Is this Armageddon or isn't it? So I wanted to start with Capricorn the 30, perhaps one of the most sinister of the degrees, Sabian degrees, a secret business conference. Highest level of social influence. Great power comes when we can see what others do not see. We can grasp opportunity, avoid calamity and inconvenience, influence people and make sound decisions for ourselves. A group of highly awakened individuals together form the ruling executive power over world affairs, notwithstanding the rise and fall of political factions, nations, and economic blocs. These can see what the masses do not see. Two sides must exist of this phenomenon. The dark aspect is revealed as a satanic elite that selfishly controls the wealth and laws of the world. There is also a hierarchy of light beings, equally powerful, yet focused on keeping open the path to freedom and complete realization. We need to choose which group to offer our attention. It's extraordinary that we should start here. The conspiracy theorists know that there is such a secret business conference or billionaires who meet and discuss what world affairs are going to unfold, in what way. This sort of idea being that whomever we elect to be president of USA, it makes no difference because there's something else going on behind the scenes. And that's why President Trump is such a threat to the power blocks, the what they call it, the deep state, these hidden eminences behind the scenes that get things done. So it really does go on. I mean, I'm sure of it intuitively, but there's all the evidence is there supporting that. However, even though what is happening on the worldly stage at the moment may well be in accordance with some dark satanic plan that these guys have, however, there is a fundamental law in the cosmos of balance. That's what the yin yang symbol points to. The Tao is the flowing towards harmony in any moment. And this is most obviously exemplified by the existence of the balance between the dark and the light. So whatever happens towards the darkness, an equal and opposite force must exist. There's all manner of reasons why that is true, one of which is just the fundamental preservation of energy within this closed system that our cosmos represents. Energy is always at the same level. So it can be polarized creatively in one way or the other. And what we're discussing here is that there exists within all of us a choice that we have to make between where we give our attention towards light and goodness and beauty and honor and all of these words, or towards greed and selfishness and kind of only me. I'm not a part of it all. I'm who I am, separate from it all. Now, those people who are really awakened spiritually, they know that's just false. We're not separate. We are one. And so any idea that we might want to claim an advantage over another person, it's just false. We can't do it. And sometimes in your life, and sometimes in our lives, historically, shall we say, a big examination must occur. That's how things work. We have a trial and error logic to our lives. And so right now, we're noticing the results of an experiment that's been going on for a long time. And I want to discuss this when we come to the studying of the Trinity point. Something occurred a very long time ago, some 2,500 years ago, 577 BC, when the three outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, were in alignment. They were in a very close conjunction. And if we study the Sabian symbols of that conjunction in its Trinity point and its unity point, then we'll get to sense the sense of what this era of some 4,000 years until the next such conjunction in 3000 and something AD. This is the 4,000-year era that we're in right now. And as Pluto goes into Aquarius, we're going through an examination just to see where we are with things. And if you want to look around any news outlet, you will notice that very recently things have got dire. We're as close to a third world war and self-annihilation as we have ever been in my lifetime. And I've known some scary moments on breaking news. So there's something happening here, and it looks as though it's on the rise. This is not an event that will pass. It's going to get worse before it gets better. It's really obvious. So, time for us to contemplate wherein here lies our own mastery, our own evolution. What are we doing right now which is contributing to our own personal evolution? Are we a part of some secret business conference type of thing? In other words, do we have a special interest group? 2 or 3 people, maybe a few more, where we're the group leader, probably, teacher, maybe, spiritual inspiration, perhaps. We'll have a role where people look to us for bit of guidance. Maybe it's time to start talking that up. Pluto is requiring this of us. It's saying, look, this is so important. It's an imperative. You don't want to think about what happens if you don't do this. You do this. It's Pluto. So if you feel you've a role as a guide, a pole, a center, an axis, a mother figure or a father figure, or if you've got some role where a group of people would circle you and support you and be a part of your visionary expression, if you have such a feeling inside that is your role in life, I would say that now's the time to claim it. And as soon as you can, call that group into being. It's not a big deal. You just get them together and do it on Zoom if you like, and say what it is you think, what needs to happen, what you're doing about that. Invite them to do the same thing and start to create a special interest group around that. It will change, it will morph, it will be inspired by all manner of things. New people will come, it will break up, it will dissolve and then recreate itself, maybe. Doesn't matter. It's Pluto's business. You don't have to understand what you're doing. But we do need to do this now. We need to set up these secret business meetings. And our business is light. We're the counterbalance to the conspirators behind closed doors making decisions which kill people by depriving them of food or bombing them, or they're doing nasty things to people. We can't stop them with those methods, so we need to stop them with our methods, and our methods are light and love and optimism and faith. So get a little group of people together if you can and start talking this up. And the route to mastery is by claiming a task and fulfilling it. And that's the task that I think we're being offered now. Become influential as a force for the good. That's one way to interpret this Pluto transit in the 30th degree of Capricorn, isn't it?